So now that Congress is back in session and they passed the funding bill, one of the things they did also accomplish was seating Representative Grijalva. And we know there's going to be a vote next week on whether or not to release the Epstein files. But that doesn't mean that's all that is coming out about the files. And it was a bad day for Donald Trump. Now, apparently, the House Oversight Committee and the Epstein estate released something like 20,000 documents, including some emails. And in these emails, it was from an author and Epstein, and they were talking about Donald Trump. Now, from what I've gathered, from what I've seen about these emails, apparently they talk about Donald Trump spending hours at a house that Epstein owned with one of the victims. They talk about how Epstein had enough to take down Donald Trump, and that he was 75% of the way there to be ready to take down Donald Trump, etc. None of this is good for Donald Trump. Now, we're also hearing that multiple Republicans in the House of Representatives are breaking ranks, and they are now saying, yeah, I'm going to vote to release the files on this new information. And those are the ones we are hearing about that are talking about it. When the vote happens, we may be surprised, and 60 to 100 more Republicans may break rank. And if that happens, you're getting close to a veto-proof majority in the House of Representatives. Now, ultimately, the resolution to force the DOJ to release everything would be going through the Senate, and Donald Trump would have to sign it. Now, he's never going to sign it. So that means they have to pass it around his veto. And as the calls get louder, as it looks more and more like Donald Trump is guilty of something, they're going to be left with no choice but to release the files. And they may have to do it around his presidential veto. The more this comes out, the more things that are let go, the worse it's going to be for Donald Trump. So even as he got a win with the government reopening, and he can try to do this comes out, which is a big loss for Donald Trump, and it's overshadowing everything. Now, he's going to try to move the goalposts, say, well, I didn't know Epstein that well. Why are you believing him? Why did it take so long to be released? All of those things. Simple fact of the matter is, if we had known about his connection to the Epstein files, there's a good chance if we knew back in 2016 when he ran for president the first time, that he never would have won the first time and we wouldn't be here now. But they kept the files hidden, and now they're going to see the light of day, hopefully. And we find out he's connected. It's not a good day for Donald Trump, despite opening the government.